How's everything going? Just doing a little bit of testing before I get started, just to kind of make sure everything works okay. Give me just a little bit. I am still getting things set up and dealing with a bit of an unruly cat. All right. How's this looking so far? Okay. It looks like we are here. What are you doing? All right. Welcome, welcome. Oops. All right. So, hello and welcome for everybody who's new here. My name is Chris Edu, and I like doing some chill streams and just kind of hanging out and stuff. Hey, Ligaments, how are you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. Hey, give me 1 second here. I got somebody running around playing with all the cables underneath the table here, so. So, yeah. If you guys, anybody who happened to be here for this stream I did a couple of days ago. Oh, shit, sorry. I'm gonna have to get better at muting. Or better yet, I'm gonna have to get used to this cat's claws. Anyway, for those of you who aren't familiar, well, first of all, my name's Kuruseru. I like to stream some chill, comfy stuff. I like doing things like reading stories, playing chill games, stuff like that. And you're doing good. Your cat just almost killed you with the toy, huh? I can relate, because anybody who a couple of weeks ago, last week, I mentioned on stream that I've apparently been adopted by a stray cat outside. I guess that's what happens when you throw them food once or twice. They all of a sudden will run into your house and act like they own the joint. So this little cat has come by, and on rainy days, okay, fine, I let her in and stuff like that, and just she's been in a few times, and now she just kind of waits for me to let her in, whatever. Which is all fine and good, but she's not a kitten, but she's definitely a young'un. Okay, so maybe an adolescent or something, but extremely curious, likes to run all over everything. And actually last week she kind of trashed my stream setup a little by running across the keyboard. I had to actually get stuff reset up and all this other mess. And it was kind of hilarious, kind of like, well, damn. So now I'm not letting her up on my desk at all. But so at this point, so the biggest issue that I have with her, besides the whole fact that this is a stray and I mean, come on, would you let a random stranger up into your crib? But I mean, apparently this is her place and I just didn't know it yet. And yes, she has absolutely got the zoomies. So anytime she's been in, I haven't gotten more than a couple hours sleep before I wake up, because the biggest issue I got is that I don't have a litter box. The second biggest issue, as obvious by my sounds and everything, is that this cat, because you know how kittens and like young cats always really seem to have extremely sharp claws? Guess who has extremely sharp claws? Guess who likes to actually go ahead and sit in my lap when I'm wearing shorts? And guess who absolutely, positively loves to sit there and do that whole kneading thing, which is all cute and shit, up until the point where she likes doing that kneading and grabbing, and she does it all claws out. So this pair of shorts and this shirt that I've got on, this is like, I've got holes both in my shorts, in my shirt, in my skin. It's like, damn. Oh, he tipped water on your laptop yesterday. Well, damn. That's... yes. Well, I think the biggest thing I'm kind of concerned with, because I don't have a litter box in the house, so I let her out at night. And in fact, I pretty much let her out when she starts getting loud. I'm like, okay, you got to go outside? Okay, fine, go outside. And then when I get paranoid in the middle of the night because I don't know what she's doing and I wake up and stuff, and the last thing I want to wake up to is like a stained carpet. So I let her go outside and she just kind of does her thing, and then I let her back in, like, sometime the next morning or daytime or something like that. She just goes out in the streets, does whatever. I don't know. But she likes running around and she's been exploring the apartment. And I apparently have a whole lot of places for her to hide. Like right now, she just jumped off my lap and went somewhere behind me. Oh, there she goes. She apparently went behind all the shelves, and she's going to proceed to find all the dusty places in the house that I have not cleaned, so that she can make a point of jumping on me later. By the way, did I mention that I'm allergic to cats? Love cats. I have apparently developed an allergy to them, and yeah, here we are. Anyhow, so other than that, let's see here. I actually just got back from, sorry, you're gonna have to pardon the voice a little bit. Number one, I just got back from Comic-Con, so I probably did a little more talking than usual, but it was loud, pretty busy environment and everything. Number two, again, that cat allergy apparently is, she has to make a point of sticking her, well, anything, her face, her butt, or whatever, in my face. It's like cats have a sixth sense when you seem to be allergic to them of any sort, or if it's gonna trigger your hay fever or anything like that. And again, nothing that she does is particularly malicious. It's just curious adolescent cat getting into shit, which totally get. And I'd be much happier with it if she didn't do it with her claws out all the time. Man. The other thing is she does this thing where when she's like climbing on top of me or whatever, she likes to snuggle and hang out in my lap, which, all right, that's cool. But then she will turn around and comes up and she literally wants to rub her head up in my face, which I get, that's like a cat greeting, it's affection, whatever else, that's cool and all. And then she wants to put her arms kind of almost around my neck. It's like she's hugging me practically, which again is cool and would be cute and adorable and and all that other neat stuff, except for the part where she does this all with her claws out. So I mean, I'm starting to look like a slasher victim. But yeah, so you had to make him an indoor cat because your vet bills are so high. I've had a couple of issues with that. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to manage actually having a full-time cat around. Number one, because I haven't had a kitten around since I had a cat like a long time ago that I rescued off the streets too. Only that was like a complete kitten. You want to talk about the zoomies when they're tiny? Yeah, just absolutely. So in a lot of ways, she reminds me of my old cat in that regard. But the other thing is, like I said, this is a stray. She kind of comes and goes. I let her in, feed her, and she hangs out for a while, and then she eventually goes back out in the streets and does her thing. Part of the reason for that is because, technically speaking, my building does not allow pets without like written prior approval and all that. So if I actually want to keep her, then I would need to go ahead and make sure that I officially clear it with, you know, with the landlord and stuff like that, just to kind of keep everything cool. I know that there's a few people here, like the lady above me has a cat. I don't know whether that's like with approval or without approval or whatever. I have no idea. I know that the neighbors below in kitty corner to me have a dog. He's noisy as crap, and yo, don't get on there, not now, because you will shut off my stream. So their dog and stuff, they've had a talking to a couple of times, I guess, because they definitely don't, you know, allow dogs in here. So I don't really know what all the deal is. I could probably keep her. They probably wouldn't make a big deal, but I'd want to be on the up and up and just kind of make sure everything's all kosher in that regard. The other thing about it is, like I said, I mean, I think I've mentioned a couple of times now, I'm allergic to cats. And so if I am streaming and stuff, and like right now she is back, which means that if this turns into an ad hoc purring ASMR stream, which I think I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to like make an hour of her sitting on my lap purring while I make, you know, small painful noises in the background. And that's just going to be purring ASMR. So look forward to it in the future. And you know what? Honestly, it's like, okay, the vet bill, because like if I do officially adopt her, then yeah, I'm gonna have to take her to the vet, make sure she's, you know, got the shots and all this other stuff. I think she was, you know, because she's so friendly, she's clearly not a feral cat. So she was apparently a house cat at one. Well, no, I'm not gonna say apparently, but she seems to be by how friendly is and the fact that she's like all up in my lap. Which, if she were feral, she wouldn't even come near me. But the fact that she's so friendly and affectionate indicates that she was probably a house pet at one point. But then, whatever happened, they put her out. Or, you know, for all I know, maybe she's still a house pet and that's where she goes at night. I have no idea. This cat has many secrets. But anyway. So, that is my cat update for the time being. Oh, and hey, congratulations on redeeming first. And also, welcome to everybody else who's just kind of in here hanging out and lurking and stuff like that, you know. Welcome to the chill zone. Feel free to enjoy the vibe. Clearly, this is going to be a slightly masochistic stream on several levels. Number one, this cat loves jumping into and out of my lap, full claws out. You may hear her every now and then, probably over the mic and stuff. That is assuming she doesn't, like, you know, chew or pull or otherwise, like, jump on the keyboard, turn off my stream or all this other stuff. Yes, cats are a pain in the ass, but I like them. I'm just sitting here thinking, I like cats, you know, and I even like big cats, like, you know, tigers, lions, you know, stuff like that. And it's just like, I can't imagine having a crom, like, you know, how they have like some cats that are like crossbred with like the bigger species. If I am bemoaning this cat and her claws and she's like the size of an average house kitty, I would die. If this had been a stray that was like part jaguar or some shit. Those claws, that'd be something else. But anyway. Yeah, Maine Coons. I have seen them and they look cool as hell, you know. I don't know anything else about them other than they look really cool. Don't know their temperament on that. They appear to be sweet, but see here. I gotta make an edit on something. No, alright. One other thing is that this also happens to be a test. I am also currently live not only on Twitch, but also on Kick and YouTube. So I have no idea. I mean, nobody's watching. Nobody's around. If you are, cool. Hey, what's up? You know, like I said, enjoy the vibe and stuff like that. Say hi if you feel like. You know. But this is just me testing to see how well this holds up. So as long as I'm using the PNG model, it seems like the bitstream is pretty stable. We're going to find out in a minute because I'm actually going to fire up well, I've already got RimWorld on standby in the background. But what I figured I'd do today for the nice chill stream is I'm going to go ahead and sit back and I'm going to do RimWorld. Just I'm going to do like a randomized people kind of setup and stuff and just start a brand new session and just kind of see how that goes. And just kind of just kind of see how that goes and play around and stuff. So that all being said, you know what, this ad is I'm gonna have ads starting up in a little bit, and I'll probably start this in a bit, maybe after the ads kind of come through and everything else like that. Your cat's a ragdoll, and I couldn't imagine what it would be like with a yeah, wow, yeah, that'd be a heck of a thing, man. So I am curious to see how this is going to hold up. So give me a sec. Let me hydrate over here real quick. And yeah, you have to excuse my voice because, again, Cat likes to stick her face up into mine. Hopefully I don't sound too terrible. But give me a second here. Alright, let me go ahead and kill the lo-fi vibe music and switch over to the let me go ahead and switch over to the RimWorld music here. Well, let me just switch over to RimWorld. Unfortunately, I'm kind of running RimWorld relatively full screen here, which means that it's gonna wind up blocking my view. So yeah, I'm not gonna, if I'm slow on responding to the chats over on YouTube and Kick, you're gonna have to forgive me a little bit, because like I said, I'm running this full screen, and I don't have a second screen where I can kind of offload those two. let me see here. I think I can turn the audio up a little bit, maybe. Or maybe not. Sounds actually pretty good. Yeah, I think that actually is fine where it's at. Alright. You know, I'm gonna kick the resolution down a notch just so I can see part of my stream, part of the screen at least. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I can see part of it, so... Or rather, I can see part of the screen behind everything. Which will be cool, but the only problem is that I'll still wind up seeing, or if I switch screens or whatever, RimWorld does not continuously play. It automatically kind of puts itself on hold when it goes into the background. So every time I switch screens, it's going to kind of flip on them. It's going to pause, and then the audio is going to pause, blah, 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 blah. Just like that. Alright, well, this is going to have to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do for grins and for shits and giggles, I am going to basically completely randomize out the survivor settings and everything. So this is going to be a new colony. I've got a handful of mods on here. I forget which ones. Well, you know, I can actually just look real quick here. But, oh hey, look, a bunch of stuff that doesn't work. They're mostly quality of life type stuff. I did have a rim factory thing, which was almost like a factorial type of upgrade that helps you automate some of the farming type stuff, like the collecting and dragging to the storage facilities and everything. Doesn't look like those. Well, I'm gonna probably have to go ahead and update those mods real quick, so that's fine. Not too worried. I'll just we can run around and do everything manually. The hospitality is there, so in case you want to actually have visitors, which of course is going to be a little weird with not having the fridges and the automated delivery type stuff. So I'm going to have a bunch of strangers going in and out of my freezer, but okay. That's fine. That's like better. Alright, so let's go ahead and start the colony. And of course I got a bunch of few issues here. Fine. And I am going to go ahead and do so a couple of custom setups here. And you know what? Hey, let's do the not a 3-hour tour. I got this kind of set up, starting off with 7 castaways for new arrivals. I'm going to leave it at the stuff that I have set up here because, you know, this was just supposed to be a quick tour around, like, you know, around the star system, and hey, something went wrong. And so here we have our setup. We're going to have 7 people. They're going to start with a crash shuttle, some basic necessities. And let's see. Will they live? Will they die? Will they thrive or not? And let's look at back here. I'm gonna go with instead of Cassandra, I'm gonna roll Phoebe. So it'll be a little bit more relaxed kind of because again, I'm trying to have a wild adventure story kind of going on. This is just kind of a more laid back thing. Although it will still be let's just kick back with community builder. Because again, I'm not trying to go hardcore on this. Plus, I mean, I played briefly here and there, like once or twice, but it's been a minute since I really played seriously, so I'm gonna have to get swing of things and try to remember how this goes. Okay, and here we go. Reticulating splines. And, so I'll go ahead and be random with everything. Should I go with a random or? So let's see here. Yeah, I'll just I suppose random is the way control and they just there is a random. No idea where I'm gonna land on the planet. I'm in the corner of the world. Forest, this Jesus. Okay. Caves and more caves. This is gonna be more for this reason. Wait. Did my bait get a shithole in? Oh damn. Okay, hold up. My bit rate is questionable at best. Let me bring up the stats again. Oh, crud. Jeez, come on. Okay. How is... Yeah, this is kind of jacked up. Alright, I'm trying to fix this here. Okay, yeah, that still is not looking very good. Okay, hold up. Alright, has this recovered? No. Actually, it's telling me that the bitrate went up. So let me see here. No, when I go back to the game, the bitrate's a bit unstable. I mean, it's a little low, but it's still kind of variant. It keeps kind of going back and forth. It's jumping all over the place. More importantly, though, the problem is that the frame rate is in single digits. Good lord. Okay. So I am going to... Okay, give me a sec. Because I'm gonna probably have to... I'm gonna have to do something about this. Number one, I think I've established that I am not going to be able to multi-stream on this particular machine with this setup. At least not doing everything all like this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to split stuff up until I can actually get better hardware, because my GPU cannot handle encoding streaming to more than one platform and playing a game at the same time. This is just not gonna work. So give me a sec here. And let's see. Worst case, I might have to stop and then restart stream real quick. If this doesn't behave. Okay. So is that going to stabilize stream? Yes, no, maybe. Are we back up? Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to just stop and then restart stream here real quick. Oh, well, wait. Yeah, I'm going to stop and restart. Well, no, hang on, let me see here. How is this? Wait. So, how does this sound right now? All right. Okay. It looks like everything... Yeah, okay, it looks like it's actually kind of cleaned itself up. So we have a little bit of technical issue, but let's see. Let me go ahead and go back into... Let me go back over here into RimWorld. Let's see how this goes. still giving me a really crap frame rate. And let me stop the joke. I'll be back.